Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So we're about to finish this section and what we need to do is just put the heads of the statues that we found onto I guess it's a chimera that is at the top of like the stairs, and that should open up a way for us to continue on into the other side of the castle because basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to just make it. We're just trying to make it to the other side of the castle so that Hunnigan can send somebody to come and pick us up because we couldn't get picked up in the village because of the storm, and now we can't get picked up in the castle because, well, it's a castle and it's not safe for them to land. So I guess let's get into it.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason, stranger.
Looks like we're still missing a piece.
Won't open.
So I didn't know, and if you haven't already done it, you can shoot the enemies before they make it to the lever. Like that guy, he's gonna run to the lever and pull it, and that'll bring like the bridge down, and then all of the enemies in the bottom start trying to attack you and all that. But I didn't know that you could essentially like skip that. And there are quite a few like little skips that you can do that people have found for this game, which would make, basically sections and things like that like infinitely easier. Like when you're fighting the Verdugo, the executioner, for Salazar, his right hand or left hand, like you don't have to run around and fight him. I chose to fight him because I want whatever he drops, which I think is like a treasure. But you don't have to sit around and fight him. You can take out your rifle, look down the scope, and when the elevator is like coming down and you have to wait for the doors to open, you can like just kind of back up and face through the door, and that like skips that whole fight altogether. And I was like, are you serious? That's ridiculous. So yeah, I like that everybody's finding like these little hacks and these little cheats on how to basically make it through this game, because one of the challenges is that you have to beat this game in like 8 hours, or maybe a little less than 8 hours. And I'm sure that people have done it, but I don't know if I would be able to.
They keep coming. Present for you. Shit. Shit.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I like how you can tell certain sections of the castle have been modernized, or just the age in which these sections were decorated or built, because this is full of marble. Not to say that they didn't have marble back in like the 1600s, It's just that it was very expensive, very heavy, and they didn't really like use it all that much, except for maybe like statues and things like that. And so to encase the whole room in marble would have been like a very, very judicious undertaking, and you wouldn't have been able to really like have the tools or to work with it until much later. And so you can tell that this one is from at least the 1800s because that's when they started working exclusively with like marble instead of like stone, and then they went to like back to brickwork because marble was pretty much just a rich person's thing. But you can definitely tell, like each section of the castle dates to a different time. Like this section is probably 1800s. The section that I was running in before with Ashley, where it was mostly like stone workings and stuff like that, is probably from like the 1600s, maybe 1500s, whenever this castle was erected. And it kind of just shows how like each descendant of who lived in this castle grew and changed over time. Because I mean, look at this. Everything is like marble in this section. There's modernized lighting, whereas with the other sections, it was torches. So I really like that they are kind of like highlighting, certain sections obviously were built closer to modern times, whereas other sections were not. And I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Sorry for nerding out about it.
A job well done deserves payment in kind. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. Thank you. Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us. That's good work, if I do say so myself. Anything else I can help you with? Easy work. Pleasant travels.
back. Run. Now!
I won't run. Wait for me, Leon.
I think they did a good job with this section because the original was like you still had the knights, but you also had cult members, and you weren't in the dark. It was all brightly lit and things like that with candles and lanterns and all that other stuff. And basically, still doing the same thing that you're doing in this section, where you have to basically find a way out. And the find a way out was like going all the way down to like a wine cellar and then making your way back up. And I like that they basically were like, hey, instead of doing that where you can like throw things at your enemies that are the cultists, why don't we just put nothing but knights here? It's dark. The only thing you got is a lantern, and you can't pick anything up because it's all heavy, except for like books. So I like what they did for this section.
Don't scare me like that. Is that a clock? The hands move.
So this section of the castle, like I said before, I like it, but my partner absolutely hated it. He doesn't like horror games. He doesn't like to play them. He'll push through a game. It's basically like my sister who, in order for her to play through Resident Evil like 2 remake, she had to compile a list of like songs and things like that that she really likes that make her feel confident, and play them in the playlist so that she can get through sections, and she only does it like 30 minutes at a time, and she's just like, absolutely not. He's the same way. But, the difference is that he doesn't have music basically like powering him up. I'm basically sitting there with him while he like goes through these sections. But yeah, like he didn't like this section because she doesn't have any weapons. In the original, at least she could throw things at like the enemies. Like you could throw books or lanterns at the cultists, and the lanterns would kill the cultists because they set them on fire. But like this one, she doesn't. She just has that lamp that you can't throw. So he didn't like it.
No way. Which one is it? What now? Leon?
Ashley, are you okay?
Hang on. I'll figure something out.
I really thought with these clocks that once I'd turn it to like the time that they wanted, which I find out later is like 11:04 or something like that, that it will start chiming, and then all of the knights will start coming up the stairs towards me because they heard it. But no, they are set in a patrol area. They only patrol like the library section. They only patrol there and the mausoleum in the bottom. So I'm relatively safe here. I like the visual storytelling that they have here. Like, it's quite obvious whoever was sitting here was murdered from all of the blood in a very violent manner. And it's like, who did this? Basically, was it somebody who was like a part of Salazar's inner circle, like his bodyguards or anything like that? Or was it just somebody hoping to essentially take out the Salazar family one person at a time, and so that it caused like a vacuum of power or something? Who knows? But either way, I think it's pretty cool, all of the little visual cues and set designs or set pieces that they have in the game that gives you an idea of basically the inner workings of the castle. So for that, I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to do. I know it says that you can lift up the light, but I wasn't sure if that was what was going to stop the knight, because I was like, that knight is getting pretty close. Do I just keep holding my hands up like this and hope for the best, or do I slip by them? Because in the original, you can slip by them, and in this one, you can slip by them as well. They give you a wide berth, except for like, obviously this. So I guess I just had to wait until he got close enough, and then the blue light will stun him.
It's all good. And slow. Get lost! Don't look back! Don't look back!
So I got really turned around in this area. I thought I had to run back to the beginning where we started, but no, I had actually run past where I needed to go to, which was the second grandfather clock, the first one that we saw when we walked through the door, but we didn't know what to do with it. And from there, it would take us down to the mausoleum because it'll open up, I think, to a set of stairs or a elevator.
didn't just say I was done. The heck? No, don't go out! Again! I've had enough of this!
So I'm a little disappointed in myself. In the corner over there is like some treasure behind that changing room partition, but I didn't even know. I was just like, I'm just trying to get through here and not get killed again by another set of knights. I'm really glad that there's not a lot of knights, basically, like, in this area. There's probably 5 of them here, but I'm just really glad that they didn't decide to just spawn more and kind of be like, hey, so let's just make it harder for Ashley to get out. But yeah, it's literally like a straight shot. There's a YouTuber that I was watching that basically showed that you can actually just walk by these guys and everything will be fine.
Leon!
Ashley, are you alright?
Yeah. Give me a sec, I'll get you out. Hey! Try this!
Can you make it down? I can catch you.
Yeah, I think so.
Ashley! Shit!
So, what's become of the Amber?
Sorry, nothing yet. But my little helper is creating quite the commotion. Everything will work out just fine.
As long as you can keep your dog under control.
He's a good boy. Predictable.
Fine. Keep your mutt. But don't come crying to me if you get bit.
Leon, changed your mind yet?
Ada?
Assuming you haven't, I've got a tip for you. Seems like something big is about to go down in the throne room. Babysitting's tough, huh?
Hey, Ada! Ada! Perfect.
Now that we've completed that section, we can go back in, actually, if you want to, and get some of the treasure that we missed as Leon. The only treasure we won't be able to get would be the treasure that's downstairs in that locked room, that locked drawer by the mausoleum. Those knights that are there will always continue to be there. They're basically like a roadblock. We won't be able to crouch and get the same prompt as Ashley Ashley with Leon. So if you missed it, you missed it, unless you decided to go back to an earlier save or go back to the start of that sequence or the start of the last autosave.
Yourself killed now.
Yes.
That request that we got for fighting the stronger knight, I'm gonna have to do in the next video. Not because it's like super hard, it's just that it's tedious because you have to get the helmet off of its head to get to the parasite, which is pretty much all bundled up, and you have to get behind it. And with those knights, the golden armor ones are basically like the heavies. It takes a lot of like maneuvering to kind of kill them. So I'm just gonna do it in the next video and just go from there. since we're getting close to the end, I'm just gonna let the rest of this play through. Pretty much all we're doing is just searching for some last minute treasure, and if there's any knights in here, we're just taking them out. So, with that being said, I hope that you're enjoying this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!
Took care of her request, did ya? I can tell by the look on your face. I see you took care of a request. Good stuff, stranger. Well then, what can I do you for? Your weapons are in good hands, mate. I'll see you right. My back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us, I suppose. Anything else I can come back anytime.